Okay, so Scott, lovely to see you again. It's been, so for people watching this, I met Scott a few years ago in Edinburgh and was fortunate to see an incredible show he did called At the Illusionist Table, which had, I think, was it 20, 25 people sitting at a long table having a three-course meal. And
Right.
over the course of that dinner, Scott absolutely wove his magic and enthralled us all. And I was trying to bring that show here for the 2018 festival, which unfortunately for various reasons it didn't happen. And then we hit this crazy time in everyone's life. And one of the things I did with the festival for 2021 was when 2020 got cancelled, it was not a question of porting over the shows from 2021. It was really about finding shows and artists who are able to work in this new world and create work using their skills and expanding their skills and reaching audiences. And it's work about the here and now and how you communicate differently. And I cannot think of an artist who epitomizes that better than Scott Silven. So I'm very fortunate that you're here to chat to us. Hello, Scott.
Hello, Gaurav. That was a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. And you're right, it feels strange that we're connecting in this way as we've seen one another across the world over several years. And you're right, that this show really came about from wanting to create something that spoke to these times. It wasn't trying to transplant my live work into this experience, but utilizing the technology that we've created to create a new form of digital theatre.
I was fortunate as well to be one of the first people to see it in its beta stage, which
Oh,
was, I
yes.
think, in September last year.
Indeed.
And it's grown from strength to strength and has had rave reviews around the world. So we're delighted to be presenting it as part of SIFA this year. Was today the first show?
Today was the first show. Yeah,
Today
it
was
just
the
finished
show. How did it
five
go?
minutes ago. It was so lovely. It was really nice to open in a new country, very warm audiences, which was great. I found that really interesting going from state to state or country to country, seeing how audiences respond, the type of objects and memories that they bring to the show. And I'm really pleased to say that Singapore audiences are one of the friendliest audiences we've had so far.
Ah, wonderful. So for people watching this, and part of this is to tell audiences about
Mm,
this work and why they should come and see it. So will you do that for us? Tell us a little bit about
indeed.
what it is that they're going to experience and explain what those memories and objects play a part
Indeed.
in doing.
So the journey is an adventure where I invite 30 people from Singapore to travel virtually across the world to my home in Scotland. And we go on a journey together that explores the power of home and place and connection. And we use their imaginations and memories as the guide on that magical journey. So it's a very interactive and immersive experience. I believe, unlike anything you will have experienced in the world of online or digital theatre before, where you become an agent in the show, an agent in the experience, and every single person gets to play a part in the show. As you said, we ask the audience to bring an object of meaning with them, to bring a memory with them. And those objects and those memories form a really important part of the show that speaks to home and place and connection. For me, it's been so exciting to connect audiences from across the world every single evening. And the feedback from audiences have said that we've created a whole new form of connection in theatre that didn't exist before. So I'm hugely excited to be bringing it to see them.
Wonderful. I think the just your ability as an illusionist, as a mentalist, to be able to weave this incredible storytelling. I just remember when you were doing the trial, I was just like, wow,
Mm.
okay, if you don't, sure, I would love to be there having dinner with you and doing a three-course meal, but
Drinking
if
whiskey, of course,
drinking
absolutely.
whiskey, of course, we were in Scotland. But if we can't do that, like what an amazing way to bring people together. And I think it's important, people watching this, the magic of this show is that Scott is doing it from his home in Scotland and will be engaging with you and talking to you, and you are participating in this show. And it's honestly the next best thing to being in the room with him. So it's an incredible experience, and I hope people seize this rare opportunity to experience a very, very new and interesting way of telling stories. What's next for you, Scott?
Well, we hope to wrap up the show in the summer. You are our penultimate engagement, which is very sad, but it's exciting to be moving on to new things. So, developing my next live show, which will be a bigger experience. So we'll be developing that for the fall of this year. And then next year, I hope to be back on the road again with a new version of that at the Illusionist Table, which you saw, and run that alongside my new live work as well, which will be a bigger show. For me, this pandemic has just been a time to really explore my creativity and what I, as an artist, am capable of. I think we as all artists have felt great challenges during this time. What happens when your audience is taken away? What happens when every theater is closed? And it's just allowed me time to reflect and contemplate on what I feel is important and what I want to say as an artist. So I have about 2 weeks off at the end of July, and then I start straight on the next project moving forward.
Brilliant. Well, I'm hoping that the next project will actually have you physically with us in Singapore.
Fingers crossed. I hope so too.
We would love to make that happen. We've talked about it for years.
I know.
I think I'm fortunate to see you at the festival every year, and every year we talk about it at our usual dinner. But it will happen. I have been chatting to our mutual friend Michael Mashallah about collaborating for years and years and years, and it's finally happening with the journey.
I know.
Hopefully really the first of many. No, but thank you for doing this. We look forward to seeing you online every night from 7 to 8 p.m. live. And I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully all our audiences will join us too. Scott, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Gamal.